This is the What's Next podcast, Houston's #1 platform where I invite creatives to share their journeys and give us a depiction of their visions. Most importantly, the last question I will ask is, what's next? You already know what time it is, y'all. Episode number 74. My 15 minutes part 2. Let's go.
Yo, it feel like 95. Sachi on my body.
Yeah.
Biggie, jiggle, puffy.
Yeah.
That ballin' is a hobby.
Yeah.
I'm wildin' in my wallet.
Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas. Oh, man. Welcome back to episode number 74 of the What's Next podcast, a production of Still Visionary, Inc. My lovely name is John Ross Dike I. And you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at John Ross Dike and still_visionary. If you would, connect with me on LinkedIn, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my fan page on Facebook, and visit my website at stillvisionary.com. Directly in front of you, I have, if not some, but all of my paraphernalia. And you can shop at stillvisionary.com/apparel. Listen, before we get started with the episode, I want to say rest in peace to Breonna Taylor. I want to say rest in peace to Rayshard Brooks. I want to say rest in peace to George Floyd. I want to say rest in peace to Elijah McClain. I want to say rest in peace to Ahmaud Arbery. I want to say rest in peace to Vanessa Guillen. Tragic. But this morning, it's a lovely Sunday afternoon. This morning, I woke up to news from XXL. And I understand that XXL might not be the platform that you want to read right when you wake up. Pardon me. But I woke up to news from XXL. It said that a 30-year-old rapper in Atlanta had been murdered, shot this morning. I was thinking to myself, Jesus Christ. When we don't value life, it's easy for us to point the finger and scream at police who are supposedly supposed to be protecting us, murdering us. But when blacks murder blacks, and I don't even know if it was a black man that murdered this man, but I know the man was 30 years old. Some of the comments that I was reading said he was a legend in Atlanta. So, to you, Marlo, rest in peace, man, because I know whatever you had going on wasn't worth your life, and it wasn't worth somebody taking your life. So rest in peace to you. I want to give you a moment of silence. Yeah, man, but you already know what I came to do.
To me, sweetheart, one day you should settle
I came to
down
represent
and marry a rich man.
the people that I rock
Mom,
with and
I am a
love.
rich man.
This is my girl, Demaria. She's got new music coming this month, and I can't wait to sit and talk about it because you already know what type of environment it's going to be. You already know, man. Shout out to Sir John Monet. Shout out to Truly Preezy. Shout out to Demaria. Let's go. You already know what I came to do, man. It's plain and simple. I came to rep people that I love, people that I know that are going to rep me. I appreciate the tracks and the opportunity.
Heard about me, but it's hard to find me. I lay low with my team, riding on a milli. See, I don't work for free. Pay me what you owe me. I won't show up for free. I only come for money. If you want it, then let me know. If you wanna show, send my fee before. I got what they asking for. Ask me for a quote. Yeah, I I deserve it, baby. Don't try to short me, baby. That's interest on your payment. Highly educated, top 10, I graduated. Hustle is my profession. Trying to teach you a lesson.
Yeah, man. That's my homegirl Demaria official on Instagram, and that's her record called "Boss You Up," which is now streaming on all DSPs.
My mom's.
So, what should people take from this episode? Again, I've told you before that I don't like coming on here without projects to do, right? So what I think that people should take from this episode is that your boy's getting back into that acting lane, right? And during this episode, I'm going to show you a couple of clips of me in my lane, okay? The other day, let's start today. Today, I was eating a Popeye's chicken sandwich, the spicy one with the spicy mayonnaise on it. And I saw that Diddy posted Toby from the SWATs video. Now, he didn't tag his name, so I thought it was due justice for me to do it. I tagged his name in there, but he posted the video. I got immediately inspired because I was like, man, it's getting closer and closer to home. And what I mean by that is getting closer and closer to Houston. I'm from the city, so that could have been me. And if I wanted to be me, I got to work a lot harder. So I said to myself, there's no excuse not to do a video today, or rather, there's no excuse not to do a podcast today. So here I am. What I will say is that I didn't give my guest feature today, I didn't give him time to prepare. So I figured, I got a couple of things that I want to showcase. Why not get on here and do it? Okay. So, I was talking. Who's that? Hold on.
Hello?
Yo.
You still on a podcast?
Yeah, I'm on a podcast and I'm recording you too. You're going to hear it.
What are you? I got to give me an 8.
Okay, I can make that one. I'll be there. Where you have the game? Text me where the game is.
USA.
Okay, I'll be there.
Okay.
All right. That was my nephew, pardon me, y'all. And I'm going to keep all of that. So, by the way, shout out to my niece, Khalees Farmer. She had a birthday last week. Hot sauce, happy birthday again. Shout out to my man, Datrin Griffin. He's having a birthday tomorrow, the 13th. So, in episode number 71, I think it was 71, my man James said, you got to invest in yourself. Episode number 73, I was talking to Queen Ruby Lee, who, by the way, just dropped a new vlog. Okay, a new blog entitled Love. You can check her out at that blog, or you can check that blog out on her Instagram page at Queen Ruby Lee. So, I was talking to Ruby Lee, and Ruby Lee said, we were talking about audition, and she mentioned booking the room, and that regardless if you felt that you knew what you were doing, walk in there like you know what you're doing, and the casting director will see that and be allured to that, right? Because they don't want to waste their time and put you in a position that makes them look bad. So I said to myself, I got to get back into this acting thing, because that's where I got my start at. Shout out to Kings of Israel number 19, Grandmaster Jones, and Works from Master Bedford. They were the ones that put me in the lane of acting, like I've said before on this podcast. So I took what Ruby said and I internalized it. Pardon me. I internalized it. And going into this audition, it took me 38 minutes to do the audition, y'all. Now, I'm not real enough to put all of those scraps in. You know what? Maybe I will. I'm going to put the scraps in there so that you can see it. But it took me 38 minutes to do this audition. 38 minutes, right? Maybe I won't, because I think I deleted them. It took me 38 minutes to do this audition. I finally got it. Now, I'm not sure that this is the one that I need to be posting, but I'm going to post it anyway, because it's a starting point to where I'm going to take it. I was talking to my man and I was saying, yo, what are actors doing on Instagram to promote themselves? You know, when I'm doing a podcast, I'm not portrayed as an actor. I'm a producer, right? But I am an actor. And, you know, I need to portray myself in that light. So I'm going to post this audition on IG, right? Regardless if I get the part or not, I'm going to post it on IG so that you can see where I am, because I'm getting back to that bug. That bug that bit me years ago, I'm getting back to that. So Houston, Texas, this is episode number 74 of the What's Next podcast, a production of Still Visionary, Inc. My 15 Minutes Part 2. Check me out in this audition. Peace and blessings. Haviland. Hours into days, days into nights. Why is this happening? Why do I dream of you? Am I forever doomed? Take 5. Action! My longing to kiss you and breathe you and taste the dizzying scent of your skin will soon fade. Eventually, another hurricane will rise up. Okay, I got it. Take 7. Action! Haviland. Hours into days, days into weeks, I will charge. Take 8. Action! Haviland. Hours into days, days into weeks, I will still be thinking of you. I will childishly depend on those days and weeks and months to chat. Take 9. Action! Damn, what the fuck is wrong with me, man? Come on, JR. Come on, you gotta outgrow this shit. Let's go. Come on, man. And when she and I are seated in a restaurant and I'm staring at a champagne glass for what seems like an eternity and she asks me what I'm thinking and I say nothing. Take 30, we'll say. Take 30. Action! My name is John Ross I, and I'm 6'2" from Houston, Texas. I'll be doing a monologue entitled The Letter from the 1997 Have Plenty movie. Haviland. Hours into days, days into weeks, I will still be thinking of you. I will childishly depend on those days and weeks and months to blanket that sharp sting I feel when I think of you. But to no avail, I'm sure. I got it bad and that ain't good. Why is this happening? Why do I dream of you? Am I forever doomed to ache and long for a woman whose center of attention lifestyle makes me sick? I've never felt a simultaneous attraction or repulsion before. It's making me miserable. I wouldn't choose this if I had the choice. This fever that quickens my pulse will soon die. My longing to kiss you and breathe you and taste the dizzying scent of your skin will soon fade. Eventually, another hurricane will roar up and introduce herself and spin me around and around and around. And when she and I are seated in a restaurant and I am staring at a champagne glass for what seems like an eternity and she asks me what I'm thinking and I say nothing. Hopefully that won't be a lie like it usually is. Hopefully I won't want to say, Haviland's eyes, I'm thinking. Haviland's lips, I'm thinking. Haviland's hands, I'm thinking. Haviland's legs, I'm thinking. Haviland Savage, I'm thinking. I love you. Yo, peep this. Haviland Savage, I'm thinking. I love you. Yeah, man, but I just got to get back into the acting thing because that's where I find the best of me. You know what I'm saying? And so the reason why I decided to post that was because about a week or so ago, I'm looking at my IG page and I'm thinking, man, I'm not getting any traction. Like I'll get like 4 or 5 followers. And when you don't have a lot of followers, you'll notice the followers that are leaving your page, right? So I get about 4 or 5 followers. Then I lose 4 or 5 followers, right? And I was like, man, I need to throw something else on that's different from a podcast clip, that's different from me promoting a t-shirt. I need to throw something different on here. So I get into that bag and I go back and I look at all the acting projects that I've done, that I've recorded, that have been self-produced. And I say, that would be nice to put on there. So I go back to this, like I said in episode number 72, I did a web series back in the day entitled Grussel Diaries with my man Mario Vonza II. And our whole premise, that's a nice word, right? Premise of the web series was that we were two African American males in a city that didn't have that type of entertainment, acting. So we were trying to find our way in the industry, but our personal lives kept pulling us back. And so in this scene that you'll see my homegirl, Takara Melvin, Takara Taylor, pardon me, T. Melly, Takara Taylor, who is portraying the role of Chauncey Atwater, Sincere Love's girlfriend from college. Check it out. Houston, Texas, you're watching and listening to episode number 74 of the What's Next podcast, production of Still Visionary Inc. And this is a scene from the web series, a Houston-based web series entitled Grussel Diaries. Peace and blessings.
Well, did you find a job today, smartass?
No, I didn't, but I have a surprise for you. Close your eyes. Come on, close them. Okay, open. When I saw them, I thought of you.
What are these for, huh?
But I guess there's no easy way to say this. I didn't get the job.
What do you mean?
Baby, I didn't get the job.
What do you mean you didn't get the job?
Grussel Diaries.
Oh, what, no flour? Where the hell are my flowers?
Chauncey, what are you talking about?
You didn't bring me any flowers to butter me up before you tell me about the rehearsals of your non-paid gig.
Chauncey, what's the problem? I mean, can I walk into the kitchen, look in the fridge for something to eat, maybe something to drink before you start nagging?
No, the hell you cannot. And I'm not nagging you.
Well, what do you call this? I mean, damn, I just got back.
I called it waking you up.
Waking me up to what, Chauncey? What exactly are you waking me up to?
I'm waking you up to the fact that as tired as your ass is right now, I'm just as tired. The only difference is that I get paid to be.
Chauncey, you don't hear me complaining, though.
Baby, I can complain for the both of us. I'm the one that's paying for us to have a place to eat, sleep, and shit.
Chauncey, back up, please. You know, I remember when you didn't have a job because you were chasing your dreams of getting your master's to become a social worker. I stuck by you. I worked 2 jobs so you could chase your dreams, and I never complained about it. I believed in you.
Sincere, you're the man of this relationship. You are the man. Why do I have to be the one to remind you of that?
I'm the man. I'm the man?
Yes.
Well, follow my damn lead. Spend more time helping me run these damn lines instead of nagging me about a 9 to 5. I had one of those, remember? 2. But you know, I know what it is, Chauncey. You don't believe in me. And I'm starting to think you never did.
That's not true. That is not true. I've been to all of your shows.
Stop. It's not good enough. That's not good enough.
Baby,
It's just not good.
Sincere.
Yeah. So again, you can find the full episode on YouTube under the VM LLC 2012 page. The name of that episode is entitled "Oh Really." Yeah, man. I love to act, and I think that I felt within myself that we don't have enough opportunity here. So it's up to me and people that I'm associated with to create that. And so that's what we ventured out to do. I think that took a little detour, but I'm back, to acting, to performing, and then bringing it on here. More content for the podcast, right? So what songs on my mind? We've been talking about this T.I. versus 50 Cent, and I know that it's not going to happen. But if it does happen, I'm taking T.I. And I do have a New York bias. My favorite MC is from New York, so in fact, my top 5 MCs are from New York, with the exception of Tupac. But I have a bias to New York, but not against T.I. versus 50. 50 ain't got enough material. And the song that's on my mind is Live in the Sky, featuring Jamie Foxx. Rest in peace to my baby boy, John Ross Dike II. When he says this is for anybody that lost anybody, it was for you. Houston, Texas, every Tuesday, I drop, and I'm going to keep saying that. I look to give my features more time to prepare. But anytime that I can't get anybody on here, you're going to get me. And I got more footage and more stories to tell you about this acting journey. I hope you like it, right? I hope you like it because I got a lot more to showcase. Yo, today is July the 12th. Excuse me, man. That's what I get for drinking beer while doing the podcast. But today is July the 12th, 2020, and we have 172 days left in the 2020 year. I hope to have recorded a film of some sort by the end of the year. I'm still working on my own personal project, but I lost the inspiration. I got to get it back. I'm doing the real estate, so I know that before the end of the year is up, I'll be a licensed real estate agent. I know that I would have at least recorded one film and written something, so that's what I have in store for the rest of the 172 days this year. I don't know where the school year will lead, but I'm up for that too. I'm enjoying the house with my lovely wife, and I'm just living, grinding, trying to find that inspiration, trying to keep going, right? I'm also opening up for the idea of creating another podcast. Of course, this one's going to remain going. This is going to be a city anthem one day. And, 74 episodes is not enough. We'll keep pushing. I'll keep pushing, keep putting them out there. Again, it's a lot of content that I could put out on this podcast, and I'll save it. Yeah, man, but, it's a lovely Sunday. I want to say we need more peace, more prosperity, more leaders, more support for the creatives here. I want to say shout out to my wife. I love you. I want to say shout out to my people, the southwest side of Houston, Texas. Shout out to all the Booker T. Washington graduates, all the U of H graduates. Shout out to all my stars and squares. Shout out to Kings Israel number 19. What else? This episode is dropping on the 14th of February. Tripping, 14th of July, 7/14. This Tuesday. So gear up. My 15 minutes part 2. What's next for me? Oh, before I say that. So my man hit me today. Mario hit me the other day, and he was like, yo, you still acting? And the light bulb in my head popped. And I was like, light lit up, right? And I was like, yeah. So he sent me a script, and I'm looking at that, man. So, I felt inspired this episode to show you some of the things that I've done and are doing as an actor, right? And I hope you enjoy it. But what's next? Most importantly, what's next for me? Recording a film. That's what's next. And Principles of Real Estate 2. Houston, Texas. You already know what time it is, right? It's your boy John Ross Dike I. Here, broadcasting to you, pre-recorded rather, from Houston, Texas. I do what I do for myself to prove that I can do it for others. Yeah, I'ma see you soon, man. Peace and blessings.
Yo, it feel like 95. Sachi on my body. Biggie, puffin' that ball. Wildin' in my wallies, in them valleys, no Pilates. More way get you more way. Nah, that's these Spumante. My crystal ball, I see crystal. I crystal y'all with that. I saw the sign like ace of spades. That ace of spades get cracked me like cheers to the money guy. Really nigga. Who buy the bottles? And then they spill these liquors. Yo, salute my dude. I see you, dog. 5 bottles, 1 dick. Why I need 2 bras? I know I'm out of line, but love is shower time. You know it rose rain when your cloud is 9. Get off that high ass hussy. This a private party. Been on my dick too long. Your breath on private party. You gon' be nice and naughty. These walls on priceless Audi. This the upper crust. Fuck is up. Over and done. Overdose. Guess we did it again. Sippin' with no remorse. We gon' do it.